Say hi to your new partner, Triceracop.
Fuck! That's a laser raptor. I thought they went extinct thousands of years ago.
Kung Fury has always stood out as one of those rare projects that captured both the absurdity and the magic of 80s action. When the short film first hit the internet, it felt like lightning in a bottle. What made it so special was that it started out as a humble Kickstarter campaign, something people thought might just end up as a fun fan-made project. But instead, it grew into a full-blown cult classic that reminded audiences why the 80s were such a fun and ridiculous time for movies. It wasn't just a parody, it was also a genuine love letter to that era, filled with neon lights, crazy one-liners, over-the-top villains, and of course, martial arts mayhem. The genius behind it all was David Sandberg. He wasn't just the face of Kung Fury, he was the director, the writer, and the producer. Because of that, people saw him as this all-in-one creative powerhouse, kind of like how Tom Cruise throws himself into his projects, but with a more tongue-in-cheek indie flavor. Kung Fury showed he could make something polished, funny, and action-packed even with limited resources. The soundtrack, the visuals, and the sheer commitment to the joke were what made it unforgettable. The hit song True Survivor with David Hasselhoff only pushed it further into pop culture territory. After the short film blew up, fans wanted more, and it looked like they were going to get it because Sandberg announced plans for a feature-length sequel. This time, it wasn't just going to be a quirky indie project. Hollywood stars jumped on board. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Michael Fassbender, two huge names, signed on, proving how much buzz Kung Fury had created. Arnold especially felt like a perfect fit, since the whole project was already a tribute to the kind of 80s action movies that made him an icon. Fassbender, with his ability to jump between intense drama and stylish roles, brought an extra layer of excitement. So, on paper, Kung Fury 2 had all the right ingredients: a cult following, a killer cast, and the potential to turn Sandberg's vision into something even bigger. But of course, Hollywood stories rarely go as smoothly as fans would like. Even though filming wrapped in 2019, the project got caught up in what people often call development hell. The main problem wasn't the story or the cast, it was money. The production relied heavily on financing from a company called Creasun. But after filming wrapped, they stopped making payments. That meant post-production, especially the heavy visual effects work that Kung Fury 2 needed, slowed down to a crawl. Legal battles followed, and Creasun not only failed to pay, but also tried to accuse Sandberg and his team of misusing funds. He had to go through audits and defend himself against false claims, which ate up more time and energy. It's no surprise that the entire ordeal left Sandberg burned out. He admitted to falling into depression and stepping away from filmmaking for a while because the fight seemed endless. But what makes this story inspiring is that even though it nearly broke him, he didn't completely give up. He has since confirmed that Kung Fury 2 will be finished. He just needs around $10 million more to get all the visual effects completed. That's not a small number, but considering the attention the leaked sizzle reel recently got online, it feels like the momentum is coming back. Fans are still out there waiting, and Sandberg himself said he's committed to making sure the movie sees the light of day. The big question some people ask is whether too much time has passed. After all, the original short came out during the peak of the 80s nostalgia craze. Around 2016 through 2019, every studio seemed to be banking on the era. Stranger Things became a massive cultural phenomenon, Ready Player One leaned heavily on retro references, and even franchises like It and Bumblebee used the 80s as a major selling point. Kung Fury fit right into that wave, and a full-length movie released back then might have exploded. But here's the thing, even though that wave has slowed down, the love for Kung Fury hasn't vanished. If anything, the decade-long wait has made the fanbase more loyal. The leaked footage of Arnold with a massive shotgun and Fassbender rocking a wild 80s-inspired outfit shows that the movie hasn't lost its flair. It still feels like something distinct, not just another nostalgia cash grab. And because streaming has reshaped how movies reach audiences, Kung Fury 2 might actually benefit from releasing now instead of years ago. A platform like Netflix or Amazon Prime could give it instant global visibility. That would not only reintroduce the franchise to old fans, but also capture new ones who never saw the short film. And given how quirky and self-aware the project is, it could easily become a streaming hit, the kind of movie people recommend to their friends because it's so over the top. The cast is another reason why Kung Fury 2 still has huge potential. Michael Fassbender is an A-lister whose involvement signals quality, even in something intentionally ridiculous. He has the acting chops to balance comedy and action, and seeing him lean into an 80s parody will be a treat. Arnold Schwarzenegger, meanwhile, brings star power that appeals to multiple generations. Older audiences who grew up watching him in Terminator and Predator will feel a wave of nostalgia, while younger audiences will recognize him as a legend. Add to that the fact that David Hasselhoff is part of the soundtrack legacy, and you've got a project that bridges several generations of fans. Another reason Kung Fury 2 could succeed now is because audiences are hungry for something different. The movie landscape has been dominated by superhero films, sequels, and remakes, and people often complain about how predictable things have become. Kung Fury, on the other hand, is anything but predictable. It's absurd, it's loud, it's colorful, and it doesn't take itself seriously. That makes it refreshing in an industry where so many films aim for safe, formulaic storytelling. Even though the movie is silly, it's also made with passion and precision, which is why the first one worked so well. Sandberg himself deserves credit for pushing this far. It would have been easy for him to abandon the project entirely after the financial mess and legal headaches, but instead, he's been fighting to keep it alive, proving his commitment not just to his own vision, but also to the fans who have waited patiently. Just the fact that Kung Fury 2 is closer than ever to being released is a triumph. It shows that creativity and determination can outlast corporate roadblocks. The other exciting possibility is that Kung Fury 2 could open the door to more. If it lands well on streaming or even gets a theatrical buzz, it could lead to spin-offs, animated adaptations, or even a series. Sandberg has shown he has the imagination to expand this world, and the cult following is strong enough to support it. Because Kung Fury isn't just about nostalgia, it's about celebrating creativity, parody, and the joy of filmmaking. That kind of energy doesn't go out of style. Looking ahead, 2025 feels like just the right time for Kung Fury 2 to finally emerge. The industry has changed, audiences have changed, and nostalgia has taken on new forms. But what hasn't changed is the craving for something bold and original. Kung Fury 2 has all the ingredients to deliver that, and the years of waiting might actually make its eventual release even sweeter. So while the road has been rocky, the future looks promising. Sandberg's resilience, the star-studded cast, and the loyal fan base all point to the sequel being more than just a possibility. It's a project that will eventually see the light of day. And when it does, it'll remind everyone why the original became such a cult phenomenon in the first place. Kung Fury 2 isn't just another sequel, it's proof that even in the face of setbacks, passion projects can survive and thrive. Well, that's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel because we'll be covering more updates on this soon and other exciting upcoming movies and series. We'll see you next time.